We're going to speak to some shopkeepers today, you know, give an insight to how shopkeepers are feeling about the homeless situation and the addiction situation in Glasgow city centre.
The boys ran out that door, ran up that way and out that door at the same time. They two boys went out that door and then they chased them up the street.
They started to steal from us. They were quite angry, they were abusive towards the educators, but all we were trying to do is offer a good service, free haircuts, shaves.
Like here, I can see the scars and that there, aye man.
I found out I teach HIV, I don't know, aye.
These places work. These places are safe rooms, man. These are the safe places where we want our suffering addicts, our sons and our daughters. That's our feet touch the streets of Glasgow. We're just about to proceed now on our journey. So come with us as we do that. We're going to speak to some shopkeepers today, you know, give an insight to how shopkeepers are feeling about the homeless situation and the addiction situation in Glasgow city centre. So follow us as we take us there, stick with us, and remember, hit follow and subscribe. This is us just walking up Oswald Street here. So we're going to get into one of the public houses up here and we're going to speak to, hopefully, one of the landlords, you know, or barmaids, or men. So that's right next to the Legion of Mary Wayside Club. So we're hoping that one of the people up here will speak to us to give us their views on how it is having a pub right next to a place, a beautiful place that feeds the beautiful souls of these streets. There's a few businesses about here that we're going to try for you guys and girls to get their insight to how they're feeling as business owners. That's us just coming up on the Oswald bar. Let's hope that we'll talk, get a wee bit of insight, you know. But that's what we're at the streets, innit? We promise you real rough footage in the moment as it's happening. And this is going to be as it's happening, you know, when we walk in here to ask the ladies or the men in there if they can talk to us. So stick with us, we're going to go in. Try and not get knocked down first. So we're in Oswald here, man, and we were talking to Kenny off camera and we were asking Kenny if he's ever seen any trouble or anybody try to use the toilets to take drugs and things like that. So Kenny's going to give us a wee bit of feedback what he's telling us.
Well, like I said to you earlier on, we don't get a lot of hassle. We get a lot of people coming and use the toilet and stuff like that, but again, if they ask us, we're quite happy, you know, use the toilet, do you know what I mean? Just to respect the toilet. Yeah. We've never had really any paraphernalia or anything like that left in the toilet. We do get a wee bit of trouble with shoplifters sometimes. We get a lot of shoplifters coming in. So I think we did an incident last week where it was actually quite funny, but a guy ran in and two guys come in after him and they're going, he stole my phone, and I'm going, it's got nothing to do with us guys, there's cameras everywhere, right? Yeah. Just you out that door, you out that door. But these guys thought I was protecting this guy, and they're like, why is he getting to stay? And I'm like, he's getting jumped out that door. But then the funny thing was, right, the boys ran out that door, ran up that way and out that door at the same time. They two boys went out that door and then they chased them up the street. But I'm trying, apart from that, no, I mean, it is, you know, it's like the Four Corners down this kind of area. Yeah. Does get a bad name, but no, I think that around here at Oswald's we do alright. We don't really have much trouble, so to speak. So, well, not for the homeless anyway, more for the football fans. You
know what, it's great to hear that for us for the streets, because we get told a lot of things, know what, we can't do our business right, we can't do this because of these addicts and the homeless surrounding us. And to hear you speak there, and you're right next to a place where the homeless go to for their certain team, things like that, you're telling us that you've never experienced anything major.
No major, man. So it's stuff that you get in every city centre area, do you know what I mean? Nothing actually major. I mean, there's not the occasion I've had a sandwich out there actually if somebody's going a wee bit again, which has been quite handy in a long match day, I can assure you.
Nice, man, that's brilliant. And that's the Legion of Mary, man. Really great people, man, you know, and it just goes to prove that no everybody that's addicted to drugs and homeless is out to cause trouble, as we can hear for Kenny here. which is a great thing, man. Thank you very much, guys and girls, for watching. Thank you, Kenny, very much.
Thank you. Keep up the good. I've watched a few of your videos. Keep up the good work, boys. You make people aware, and that's good because a lot of people need to know about stuff like this. So keep it up.
Thank you very much, Kenny. So as you can see, guys, we just talked to Kenny there, and as we heard from Kenny, you know, like nothing much really happens in there, you know, and he's right next to a place that feeds the homeless and the addicted, and he's saying, well, you know what, it's pretty calm, you know, as we heard his wee story about the shoplifters and things like that. But off camera, Kenny was saying, it's pretty calm. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cross the road and we're going to get to Men's International to see if Men's International gives a wee interview. As I said earlier, these people, man, really nice people about horning leaflets out for boys to get free haircuts. Lovely lot, so we're going to go and see if we can talk to them also. I used to come in here when I was homeless and addicted to drugs, and my first experience was a young boy approaching me and gave me a wee card and saying to me, says, "You're worth a haircut." He says, "Come round and let us tidy you up." He brought me to this beautiful establishment, and I came in and I sat, if Aldo can show him here, I sat there, so I did, and you know, this boy just started giving me my haircut, talking beautifully to me. There was no judgment, there was no feeling I was looked down upon. This boy was just happy to serve me with a beautiful haircut. And it's sad to hear today that that's no longer happening. And Chris is going to tell us a wee bit about why it's no longer happening today.
So one of the reasons that we have stopped doing that now is we had quite a lot of people that were coming in who were under the influence of drugs or drink, and they started to steal from us. They were quite angry, they were abusive towards the educators, when all we were trying to do is offer a good service, free haircuts, shaves. A couple of occasions we had people stealing products from the windows, we had people stealing from the wall, and we just felt it wasn't fair on us as a company when all we were doing is offering a nice service to people that are struggling or in need of a haircut.
And that's the truth, guys. Beautiful service, beautiful girls and guys, man, that are here, you know, and these guys and girls are bringing the homeless addicts in, man, you know, and cutting their hair, and just giving them genuinely, you know, that human touch and that compassion, which I found inside this shop. You know, it's all the things that I found here, and I was regular at coming here. After that one haircut, I kept coming back, and it's just sad to see that the few, you know, that stole and didn't see this for the gold self-service, because I was an addict, you know. I would sit down the front there, there'd be mobile phones, there'd be deer straighteners, all of that. It never once got touched or even into my head to touch it. And I was an addict, you know, at the end of the day. So it's not every addict that steals or anything, you know, but you do get the ones that come in and take advantage of beautiful souls that are kind enough to take their time to cut our hairs, you know, and make us feel human. So that's us. We're going up to Hunter Street. It's the homeless addiction services, where they're opening this room, you know, as they call it, the safe room, where people can go and use. So we're going to go up there and we're going to see if we can talk to anybody up there about this. Then we're going to take us to a wee using spot. It's a bit famous in Glasgow among the addicts. It's called the Hole in the Wall. So bear ways, we'll take us up there. We're just about to jump this bus. So the bit we'll take us up to, as I said there, Hunter Street Homeless Addiction Services. They're on the front line here, this service, you know, and dealing with a homeless addict. So frontline service up here at Hunter Street. So up here as well is where, you know, when night time came upon the town or the daytime, dealers had left the town, things like that. You're walking up into the Carlton and places like that to score. So no every addict, you know, and I'm one of them, you know, I couldn't wait to get back into the town, you know. So we'd go to this wee place, we'd call it a hole in the wall. Not the cash machine, you know, this was just the hole in the wall you went under. And that's what we used in there, you know what I mean. You're talking about anywhere between 12 o'clock at night to 5 in the morning, you know. It was just, this place, man, you know, we've took us down to the jungle and things like this. Well, this is just another part of that, you know, where addicts would convert to use and do their skullduggery, if you like, you know, and I was one of them. So we'll take us up there, so bear ways, we're just on the nice Glasgow first bus here, you know what I mean, And as anybody knows about Glasgow buses, there's always drama on them, so let's hope there's no drama on this one. James, how you doing? I'm Francis, man. Welcome to Streets and thank you for talking to us. So James, we've just seen you come to Hunter Street, the addiction services there.
I was going to get my prescription.
I get your prescription. So can you touch on what prescription you're on now and how you feel being on that prescription?
I won't give a painting, amitriptyline, olanzapine, apixaban, thins your blood. What else am I on? Heart tablets. I'm on a lot of shit now because I died twice when I was in jail, man, by taking Tiz, and I went and died twice in jail, man. I died in my cell and I died in the hospital and they wrote us back together. But as I was saying, I really need help, man. My head's busting me, and man, I tried to kill myself and everything on Tuesday.
Tried to kill yourself. I heard you touching on that when we were off camera and you were showing us your neck and that.
I slit my throat.
Aye, like here, I can see the scars and that there, aye man.
I found out it's HIV, I don't know,
Aye, you were touching on that, like, do you want to touch on that now, about how you contracted that?
No, the last year I know, I still talk to him, that's why I wouldn't mention our name.
Sorry, you don't have to mention any names, man. So James, can I ask you something, right, so you're there at Hunter Street, you're getting there for your prescription. Have you heard anything about the safe rooms it's going to be opening where people can go and safely inject and things like that?
So it was supposed to be open. I got told it was open last week.
So it's open last week, so do you know anybody?
Just found it on the computer, it's sort of open.
Do you know anybody that's used it?
No yet, no.
And what's your feelings as an addict in the city centre? What's your feelings on the safe rooms? How do you feel about?
I think it's wrong. We had just unload these in that safe room. They die in that safe room.
Yeah.
They should not need to fucking place with job. 24.
Aye. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that boy we were talking to off camera, he's talking to me, John, he made a good point, so he did. He says, what if you off somebody for the drugs and you going, how's that going to work?
Aye, I know how is it going to work, aye.
Yeah.
That's true. Because if you off somebody, how can you off it in there? What if you need to do is put 100 ml of water into the needle, put it on the coat, stir it and take 50 ml each, that's the only way they could do it.
Exactly, you know, and then we're going to have to feel, are these people going to allow that? Are they going to allow, like, if it was me and you getting in there?
One sits behind the glass, gets out there, I get told on the computer there's a seat, a cut of seat there, there's a glass window with a wee gap in it, they give the needles not for it, but they sit and watch you do it in case you overdose.
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
I mean?
definitely. So,
but I never thought they don't sound like Glasgow, man.
No, exactly, because I was thinking, you know, like, just as John was saying, no, off camera, he's saying, like, me and you have them in there, how are they going to deal with that? Are they going to allow us two to sit and have the drugs in front of them, and as you say, the 100 ml of water?
You know what I mean?
You know, so it's just how's things like that going to work? Is that going to cause arguments and fights, no, with people that's hoffing in?
I walked up a lane on last Friday, there was just past, and I was, two boys were arguing because I both took 10 ml more coke and what he had in the hall for it.
Yeah.
And there was a fight in the lane for it.
Yeah.
So he was taking me.
So I'm wondering if we're going to see and hear that kind of stuff happening in the rooms, you know, and these safe rooms.
I get wrong with everyone.
Aye. Well, there's many people with that opinion, you know, that this money they're spending on this room should actually be took and put into rehabilitation services.
They're selling gabbers. They're going to sell them there like paint, they're selling pre-gabbling, they're selling van, they're selling smart, they're selling coat, they're selling rock. Everybody sells it. I'm not going to say any names in it, but I say go. Cause I get 10 sips or a paint yesterday for £3 off somebody.
Aye, you see, we were touching on that as well, people getting their prescriptions and selling their prescriptions. And we know the famous landmark, Abbey's, on a Saturday morning, you go there and you've got a wide range of prescription drugs.
Yeah. They're always for the centre road jumping about Abbey's, but our Trotters, just the second left, where the big flats are there, down that street. It's a place that feeds all the homeless people.
Trotters?
Aye.
Aye, Trotters, aye.
Feed all the...
Well, James, man, thank you very much for talking to us, brother, man. It's well appreciated, my brother. Cheers, mate. Right, how yous doing? So we've done it the hole in the wall here, but as you can see, you know, this bit was under construction for years. Even when we were all down here using, it's still under construction, but it looks like they've made some heavy progress, because right there, as I was saying to Aldo, man, you know, any given day you'd see a bunch of people sitting there no using, but it looks like they've advanced up here, because if Aldo just shines his camera down there, you'll see this bit here where somebody's come to sit, maybe a couple of people sitting on that, very dangerous, and there's their tools or paraphernalia there. So again, shines a wee light on step one, where our lives become, we become powerlessness, man, and we become unmanageable, our lives, and that's certainly right there, man, because you would have to be really choking to have a hit, to walk down this big steep pole and to sit there and have a hit, you know. Very, very dangerous, man. But again, it's the powerlessness that we're in when we're addicted, you know. And this to somebody that's in need is a safe spot for them to come and do it. And that's us just 5 minutes away from the safe rooms. And let's touch on the safe rooms while we're here, you know. We were just talking off camera to one of the big bugs that's running the place. And you know, like, I can go to any chemist in Glasgow today and I can pick up clean syringes, clean water, clean spoon, get all my stuff there in a chemist and away. So that's all these rooms are providing, that safe place to inject and get your free syringes, water and spoons, exactly what the chemist offers, you know. We're spending money, a lot of money on this safe room. There's rehabilitation centres out there, and it's been proven rehab works. You know, when you're in a rehabilitation centre, you're getting took to the fellowship, you're getting took to CA, you're getting took to NA, you're getting took to AA. These places work. These places are safe rooms, man. These are the safe places where we want our suffering addicts, our sons and our daughters. We want them in there, in the rehabilitation, so come on. Let's get the money. We're spending needless money in these places. Let's put that money into rehabilitation centres. Let's bring home the gift and the message of recovery to these still suffering addicts, man. Let us let them know they are no longer alone today. Let every voice be heard that the money needs to go into rehabilitation. Thank you very much.